What's up guys, welcome to episode number 6 of Minecraft on the Xbox One. I'm sorry I didn't upload yesterday, it's just I was really busy yesterday. And I went to the Sunderland against Liverpool match and I didn't come home till late. So that's why I couldn't upload. Yeah, so today's video is going to be a bit different. I'm not actually going to be making a room in this video. Since I was watching my series last night, before I went out, I was watching episode 2 and I just remembered that I killed a skeleton. That's when it hit me that I have bones and there were 2 dogs next to my old house. So I was thinking I could try and maybe attempt to get a dog. And yes, yep, there was a creeper if you didn't already see there. And I'm just trying to attack it. I almost killed it, but I know it's got a bit too close and it exploded. You can see. So yeah, the first part of this was a bit boring because all I did was just go and got some coal that was on the mountain that I'm on. Just pretty useful since I am a bit short on coal. I've only got I've only got 10 coal. As you know, wait. I've got 6. I've got 7. Yeah, I've got 7 coal at the minute. So I am a bit short, which is why I got some coal in this episode so I could like refill, especially since I need to like put in some windows in my other rooms and I just spot some more coal, which is always beautiful. Yeah, I need to put the windows in my new rooms that I was making. And I'm sorry about the if you can hear like a saw in the background, because it's just my dad's downstairs in the garage. Because when I make my videos, the room underneath that is the garage, and that's where my dad pretty much spends all his free time making guitars and that. That's his hobby. And yeah, I think I'm going to the mountain top now where my house is. And you can see there, my house is growing, and I just remember there was 2 bits of dirt behind the house, and I just decided to plant them back down in that place. Yeah, my house is continuously growing pretty much every episode now, so apart from this one, when I was just decorating the rooms. And yep, I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm just checking to see that I've got all the torches. And yep, I'm getting the bone. I took both of them. Cause in the end I actually needed both of them. And you'll see in a minute. So I was looking for the way where my first house was, and there we go, I found it. It's surrounded by trees. It's a bit hard to find, and the amount of times I fell from a high place and lost the heart, it was quite a lot, so yeah. Sorry about that. And yep, I'm just trying to do a parkour on the lily pads to the house, but then it's gave up, and you can see there are 2 wolves on the island, and I had to get the news on, because why not? So I used the first bone, didn't work, but then to my surprise, the second one worked. And since the new update, the color is now automatically orange and not automatically red now. And like, it wasn't obviously new update, because yeah, I knew it was that because like on the PC, cause I used to play Minecraft PC a lot. I think I mentioned that in episode 1 of the series. So yeah, I had mentioned that. So yeah, now just coming back to the house to put my new dog back in the house. I don't know what I'm gonna call my dog yet. I'll obviously have to think of some ideas before I do. I also have to like go and get some flowers from like somewhere, so I can like red and yellow flowers, like the original ones, so I can like dye the colours if I get like a whole family of dogs. I'm sure that the moment my dog got into the house, he just getting a bit darker. And now I'm gonna like just my shovel finally bricked, by the way. Before I interrupt myself, I'm just getting rid of the floor, putting in the new oak wood. Pardon me, which will be very useful. I think I completely missed a bit. So I think I might have gone back to pick it. Yep, I did. And yeah, this episode. It's a bit like episode 2, and it was just like construction. Not very interesting, but oh well. I'll try to make these episodes interesting for you guys. But unfortunately, there are those episodes where like it's just work that has to be done, which it annoys me because I don't really like to do that. And yep, now onto the stack. I think that stack was left over from the last episode when I literally hit that tree. Well, not that tree, like the few trees, like the massive tree, two massive trees put together. And there was like loads of wood. So obviously, I had down with the men. I had a few like loads of wood left over after building the room, which I'm not putting in the floor now, but the other one. Actually, no, yeah, the other one. And so what I'm doing, I'm just putting next to the chest, so I can just get in the zip. I had 7 coal, and now I've got 24. Of course, I think, I don't know, yeah, I realised that there was a dirt block here, so I actually had to put in the wood block. I don't know what I just know I failed epically trying to get one wooden plank. But it doesn't matter, I did in the end. And now I'm going out to get some sand from the island, which you can see. Well, you did see. I think it's at the island. Yeah, it is, cause like there's like a massive, sand pole thing. That's there. So yeah, that's okay, I guess. Now we're gonna be mining a lot of sand. I just decided to wing it, since I couldn't be bothered to like calculate how much sand I actually needed. So I just winged it, or winged it. I think I don't know if they're in the dictionary. So I think I just winged it. It's sand. I just got loads of it at once. I think I ended up getting 34 in total, even though I could have gotten 48, because originally I thought since I got 17 coal from the mining trip, I thought I actually had 17 coal in the furnace. But obviously, you guys saw I had 24, so that means I could have gotten 48 sand. It could have been double how much coal was there. It doesn't matter, because coal in Minecraft, coal is actually better in furnaces than wooden things. Cause like when you use wooden planks, if you're like starting and you can't find any coal anywhere, and you're too lazy to get charcoal, or you don't know how to get charcoal. So I remember on Xbox 360, there was usually pretty much never ever coal where I spawned. And that also used charcoal, which got annoying. As you can see, I realised that I actually had more there. And now, I'm just putting in place where I wanted the windows to be, which is going well. Here, I wasn't actually entirely sure what I was going to do, but then I looked back on the other one, and the door was next to 2 glass blocks. And I think here I was just checking just to make sure that like no oak planks had like dropped, and I got my torch out just to check to see if there was anywhere that needed torch putting. But there wasn't. I was actually generally organised. That's the correct word. That's the correct word. But now it is, which is okay. I'm sorry if I was talking a bit weird there. It's just I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry if I was just talking weird there, because like I was shaking my computer, which I'm using to do my commentary on. And yep. And when you come, I'm gonna come at the first bit. I'm spamming the Y button, mad. So I'm gonna just do that quickly. And now the main part of the house is done at the minute. And now just need to put in where I want the windows to be for the I don't know what the room is gonna be. I think I'm not entirely sure actually now what I want it to be. I'm sorry if there's any weird noise in the background, because I was just trying to get comfortable in my chair. 'Cause, like, sometimes when I'm doing commentary, sometimes I'm always not that comfortable. And so I was just moving, so I was comfortable. Which I hope makes sense. So, damn it. See here, it broke that so I can get to the thing easier. And yeah, that's going pretty well. Seriously, happened again. Doesn't matter. I got my wood sorted. I could just see my dog just hiding behind the chair. So like, what are you doing? Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I just thought that was funny the way I just made it up. Like, what are you doing? You crazy man. Doesn't matter. And yep, I think I got this. And watch. Derp. I almost turned away as well. Unfortunately, I didn't have any shears. Oh, shears. It's you need silk touch on your shovel to get the silk touch. Thank you guys for watching.